Every minute Joe Bachman spent on the bench was an insult to the Arkansas judiciary.
On Monday, Judge Joe Bachman submitting his resignation after being notified of thousands of photographs the Judicial Discipline and Disability Commission received from the judge's computer.
He's a predator. And seeing the photographs really just solidified that for me.
Emily White and the JDDC staff notified Bachman of the photos in letters. Of at least 1,000 of the photos featuring men identified as defendants who appeared in Bachman's court, who Deputy Director White has been systematically interviewing over the past 8 months.
It was a realization of just how ethically and morally bankrupt this judge was.
According to the letters, the pictures are inside and outside the judge's home, repeating the same poses, featuring different young men performing acts of masturbation, full frontal nudity shots with paddles, and injuries from the men having been hit.
There's another pose of men bent over, having been paddled, and the paddle itself is laid on their back like a trophy.
Another document filed by the JDDC seems to show the timeline for Bachman's sexual misconduct dates back nearly 30 years to his time as a deputy prosecutor, with some victims saying they were teens when they first came in contact with him.
I really cannot think of a greater menace to society than a corrupt and a manipulative judge. And unfortunately, in this instance, I can't think of a greater example of that in our state's history than Joseph Bachman.
In all this time, the only statement Bachman has ever made to us was back in August.
The truth will eventually be found out.
Now, 8 months later, the truth might finally be coming out.
I most definitely think that the cross-county community will be better without Joseph Bachman on the bench.
And after what appears to be decades in a position of authority, Judge Bachman's tenure, and some would say tyranny in Cross County, has come to a close.